I'm pretty excited. I girl bossed so hard. I gave myself a flip.
When it was like past our goal, but the fact that our goal was met and over.
You guys, I am working with a little bit ridiculous of a setup. Kind of embarrassing, TBH. I'm feeling vulnerable. My camera doesn't have a flip out screen, so I have never had the luxury of being able to see myself. I'm always like doing clips like this where I'm like trying to get the lighting right on my hand. And I got this little thing that sits on top of the camera. It's cheap. It's not that fancy, I promise. But it's basically like a little mirror that shows you your viewfinder that's on the back of your camera. Life-changing. So like I can see myself right above here, which is why I'm not looking down here anymore and I'm looking up here. So sorry about that. But it's so nice to just like be able to do my lighting like while I am staring. Like, oh, you can't see me. Let me just bump up the ISO. Never had that opportunity before. So I have that on top of my camera, and then I also have a mic right here on the side of that. And I'm holding it on a little tripod that's like turned in selfie stick position. Maybe the worst offense of them all. But hopefully it looks and sounds good. Hopefully I'm serving. Hopefully it's a cinematic serve. But I'm pretty excited. Anyways, that's the update. I get out of the way. You need to make a deal with yourself of when you're posting your first video. No. Yes.
That was so bad. I did not mean to do that with Flash. My bad.
Did you say mom? I thought you said mommy.
I said my bad.
No, I thought you said mommy.
My mommy?
I thought you said mommy. I thought you said my man.
My man. I love him.
My friend's in there.
My friend's in there. And there's like a long line. And he was like, I would love to take you out on a date, like if you want to, like blah blah. But I said no.
Queen. No, this was a very good purchase.
Yeah, I'm gonna be getting that. No, because my double chin's gonna be in it. What?
But you look so good. Yeah.
Who makes leather
out my turn while I'm... Let's go!
Charles.
What does it say? No!
That's my fault.
even know where to start. Ugh, it's been so long since my last video. I don't even know when I posted it, and the reason for that is I have been working so much. I have just sort of lost any balance of being productive on my days that I work and equally investing in myself in my time off. So today is kind of about getting that back on track, and it is January, so it's like a good idea to set goals for the year. And you know, I have just noticed that I'm spending so much time at work, I'm making more money, but then on my days off I'm just like sitting around. I'm not really like, I'm really tired, but I'm not, like I said, like actively investing in myself on my days off. So doing things that will make my personal life better, I haven't really been doing lately. Some of the things that I want to do this year are save money. The reason I'm taking all these job promotions and things in my work life is so that I can save money and be in a better spot in the next 5 years or so I can kind of like take a step back and reevaluate on, you know, what I want to be doing when I am in my early 30s. So yeah, this has all been like bouncing around in my head, but then I work 50 hours and then I come home and I don't want to do anything except lay on the couch and eat ice cream and watch TV. So, but, which is nice, and I need to incorporate some of that for sure on my days off, but you know, I feel like I would enjoy myself if I did a few more things, like work out a budget where I can decide if I want to spend money on things like getting my nails done regularly or getting a few more home decor pieces. Yeah, my personal life has just kind of been stagnant recently because my work life was like really, which is great. But the whole point of doing this is so that I can take that money and invest it back into my personal time. So I just want to be aware of that and not throwing money at DoorDash and laying on my couch all day every time I have a day off. Maybe every now and then, you know? So I also got an iPad for Christmas. My boyfriend got me one, and so maybe I'll just make a little list of what I want to do today, what I want to get done, and hopefully we'll make some progress. It's okay if we don't get it all. Also, maybe I could see some friends. I haven't been able to see my friends in so long because it's, number one, been so cold that we don't want to go out on our days off. And number two, I've been rotting, like I said, doing absolutely nothing on my days off. So right now I'm making a grocery list. I'm just trying to remember all the things that I used to get when I didn't DoorDash every single meal. So yeah. So do you have fun updates, or do you have like...
Oh no, really good updates.
Oh, good.
So
Hello. I'm gonna try my best to not sound sick in this last clip, and I'm so sorry that I do sound like this, but there's a point to coming onto the internet in this fashion, okay? In this condition. And it is to say, my girl bossed so hard, I gave myself the flu. And hold on, I forgot to put on lipstick. Okay. Hopefully I look even less sick now. I will say, no matter how busted I look, this is the best I've looked all week. It has been a rough one. Very rough. The flu, don't recommend. Smash or pass, pass. Ins and outs, out. this whole video has just been like weird bits of footage from the past, I don't even know, 2 months at this point. And the only thing that relates across all of these clips is that I basically have been working my ass off. And I say that to my own standard. I've been working the most that I have been in a while. And I work in the customer service industry. I've really appreciated finding a company that allows me a path forward and a path to promotions and progress in my own like work life or career, whatever you want to call it. And having worked for people who don't appreciate me and overwork me and underpay me, I've really liked finding a company that I align with on its values and feel very clear-headed about like what I'm doing there and what my next steps are. And that has been really nice. So I have taken this time to kind of like work my way up as much as I can in a small period of time, and that has been great. But at this point, I feel like I am reaching like a point where I have stopped taking any steps forward, and I am just like reevaluating, you know, like how much of my life do I want to give to a company? And I want more money. So first instinct is like, here you go, another 10 hours of my time. You know what I mean? But at some point, babe, you're gonna run yourself into the ground and you're gonna get the flu. You know what I mean? So this week has been a little bit of a wake-up call because I have had so much time at home, but none of it has been enjoyable and none of it has been like peaceful or rewarding. And I know that the second that I go back to work, it's going to be like picking up shifts for everyone else who is sick following me, because we all are getting the flu. I mean, everyone has the flu right now. I'm sure someone that you know has it. So I'm like mentally preparing to not really have like a day off very quickly, you know what I mean? And I am just really proud of myself for like taking a beat at the point that I'm at, because if I would have taken, you know, the next position that I'd been offered, I probably wouldn't be able to like prioritize my personal self as much. And I'm kind of realizing like that's something that I need to think about. And I just think especially in the customer service industry or like the food industry, there is so much work to be done. And there is always more hours to be clocked. There's just always something that needs to be improved. And I have really grown a lot and learned a lot from working in the food industry, like the food and service industry is what I should say. But I have worked for myself in the past, and I loved parts of it and I did not love parts of it. And so this has kind of like shown me, you know, how nice it is to just get your W-2 and do your taxes instead of like having to depreciate and do all these things. And like, it is just so stressful to run your own business. And so there are perks to working for someone else, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like I was talking about earlier in the video, I'm taking all of these promotions in order to supply myself with more resources to enjoy my personal life more. And if my personal life is just recovering from shifts, that money is not worth it, you know? And so I am at a point where I'm making something I want to make, and I'm just trying to balance the scales. I'm just trying to say, like, this is the job that I want to keep for now. Like, how can I be better about not letting it take over my life and not just being the person who has this job and does it well? And I will always be a hard worker, and I always have been a hard worker, and I know that. But I have also struggled so much from burnout, which we all know that I talk about way too much. But when you work for someone else, burnout does not feel like an option. And when you work for yourself, burnout feels like, I don't need to pay my bills. I don't need to eat. I don't need to do anything else because the pressure is quite literally too much that it's all on me doing this task. And I can't find the wherewithal in me to sanely get it done. I think that I am a person who likes to do a good job and also has a high level of expectations for myself, whether you want to call it perfectionism or not, because I do the best I can, is what I'll say. And I think that I just need to be a lot better about doing the best I can in my personal time as much as I do at work. And I have been neglecting my YouTube channel. I've been neglecting my health. I've been neglecting my, surprisingly not really my relationship at all. Me and my boyfriend both work a lot right now, and that's something that just works for us. Like, the time that we do have together is even more special. And I'm very lucky that we are both in that same headspace. And I very well could apply that headspace to my personal life just a little more. And I don't know why I haven't been, because it's just not an excuse that I've been working all the time. It's just not. I get it that every now and then we all need a day to rot on the couch and DoorDash Italian food and watch our favorite YouTubers. I do agree. But the amount of time that I have spent consuming videos and TikToks and like pointless things that don't even add to my mindset or don't even add to my like present day experience, and they're just filler. Like, the amount of distraction I have been allowing myself to indulge in is too much. And I'm not saying that I'm gonna slack off work and I'm gonna be more productive in my personal life. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I just want to like keep this mindset and not let it be like the second I clock out and I have my days off, I'm just gonna rot, okay? Because the flu, I've been rotting. And I'll tell you now, like, the only reason it's been somewhat nice is because I physically haven't been able to do anything else. And scrolling is not gonna get me any further in my personal life or my professional life. There's only so much that is helpful. It's so hard to come from a place from originality if you aren't spending your time learning and observing yourself and noticing the things, the themes, and like kind of the stages that you're going through and the phases that you are learning from. Sorry, I was just making sure it's still recording. So yeah, gotta get back on my creative grind, gotta get back on my creative hustle. And I know things with work will level out because we just did a whole thing and like it takes time for things to settle, but I need to like be in the flow of like when things settle, I'm like hitting the ground running. And I want to keep embellishing my apartment, and I want to keep, you know, like glowing up and like working on my look and like representing myself the way I look, the way my house looks, the way my channel looks, the way I want everything. I'm a very visual person, but I want everything around me or everything that comes from me to resonate with me and to not just be stagnant. And like sometimes that is the case and that's all you can do, but I'm working way too hard to not reap the benefits. And it's February now. It's early February, but I just want to say that with what I was saying earlier in the beginning of the video, I did save $1,000 this month. We love to hear that. A little emergency fund, if you will. To some people, that might be a lot of money, and to some people, that might be no money at all. But for me, that's like a little nice little egg that if I break my phone, I can go get a new one. Or if I break my finger, I can go to the doctor. It's obviously not going to protect me from everything, but it's nice to have. And it's a starting point, you know? Emergency fund first, and then after that, we'll start working on a real actual savings account where I am investing as much money as I can from my paycheck every week to future me. Just making like this hustle years last as long as they can. I definitely could have saved a lot more money if I had this mentality when I was in my early 20s. But I'll be turning 27 this month, and I just think that when I'm in my 30s, I want to feel a lot more established and a lot more like my survival needs are met. Even if I don't have everything figured out, and even if I'm still bouncing around in my career, what even is a career anymore? You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like sorry I said like so many times. I just feel as though our generation, and even like the generations above us, like have completely dismantled the idea of a career and the fact that you have to devote yourself to a building for your whole life. Can you tell I've been watching Severance? So yeah, I've been learning that the theme of the past 2 months has been work-life balance. So I know this video is a little all over the place, and I know it sounds awful, but I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I put videos out from so many different headspaces, and I never know how they're gonna do. So we'll see. You know what I mean? I'm just rolling with the punches, making stuff from exactly where I'm at.
I've been feeling really aggravated with this adult shit because I feel like I signed up for it and I didn't read the motherfucking fine print. I just want to chase my dreams. I just want to be like, oh my God, fuck everything, fuck it. I'm following my dreams. Oh God, I'm a star. But I can't. Because bitch, you have to have rent. You have to have a place to live. You have to have money. You have to maintain things. And that's just the way of life. And it's just like the more I invest into just the day-to-day things of taking care of myself, it feels like it's taking away from my dream. Let me invest in my dreams. That's all I want. That's all I want.